Welcome to the Clear Impact Podcast, brought to you by PGTI University. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Sherry Connor, and I am your host. So good morning. We are here on the Clear Impact Podcast, and we're recording from Anlin Windows and Doors today. We're in Clovis, California, in a makeshift, I guess it's a makeshift studio. It's a conference room / office that does not have soundproof curtains everywhere. So we're going to do our best with it today. So this morning, we have Larry Horne. So welcome to the podcast, Larry.
Yeah, welcome. I'm excited.
Yeah, thanks for driving over. And so tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about your history, your career path, and then what you do here.
Yeah, so I started off in the glass industry back in 1987. Got hired on as an outside sales rep for a flat glass distributor and worked there for almost 3 years and was recruited by a window company out of San Diego. And I worked there for 2.5 years, learned the window business there. And that was way back when it was just aluminum windows, and that was it. Single glazed, sometimes dual glazed. And from there, I was recruited by yet another window company, and I remained there for a little over 30 years. And so my career path has been a long one in the window business. And then just recently, I've been with Anlin 1.5 years now, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And it was a great move and refreshing, I should say. And I'm just exploring a new territory for Anlin. I currently have the central coast of California, and Anlin had never sold in that area really before. So it's all brand new to them. And of course, Anlin is kind of new to me, but it's been a great move and a great adventure so far.
Nice. And so what is your territory like, from where to where?
Yeah, I cover essentially from Santa Cruz County, Monterey County, down to Santa Barbara.
Okay.
My whole territory just basically hugs the coast, so it's a great territory.
Good views the whole way. That's awesome. So one of the things I love to ask people is about advice that they've received. And so what is a valuable piece of advice that you've received somewhere along the way?
Yeah, my advice came from my father, who told me a long time ago, which has been kind of a motto that I try to live by, and that is to make sure your own house is in order, trust God, and help others. So I can definitely use that in my personal life as well as my professional life. So yeah, that's just kind of a saying that my dad had, and I've been trying to live by that ever since.
Yeah, that's a good one, because you can't affect change or be influential or effective doing anything else if you don't have your own.
Right. And it's kind of like this inward mindset thing that we went through, and making sure that your space is good before you enter into a conversation or an event or whatever it is you're going into. Just make sure you're in order.
I just did a series, actually it's posting right now as we're recording. Brian Lingle and I did a 4-part series around that topic for the podcast, around the outward mindset and all the Arbinger training. That just is posting now. So if you need a little refresher, Brian's on there with me. It's great stuff. I'm really excited that we're rolling that out as a company.
Yeah, that was an amazing class that we did with Brian on that. That was great.
And so obviously we're here to kind of talk about the university and the content and the product training that we've put together. And we're not necessarily promoting it out to your dealers quite yet. We want you guys to kind of comb through it and make sure it's good to go. But once that does roll out, which I would imagine would be by the time this episode is airing, how do you see that as a benefit to the business?
It's a tremendous tool, actually. The previous company I was with, they had a platform where, and what it enables an owner of a company to do, not just me, I can go in there and get the kickoff going, so to speak, show them how to navigate around the thing, but I can't always be there. So it gives owners of companies a good platform for the new hire, so they can actually get started on these different modules and keep going through there and take a little exam afterward, test their knowledge. And yeah, it's a valuable tool. And for me, again, having been here 1.5 years, I pick up on things, that are in there specifically to the Anlin business model and also to the product.
Well, and you've mentioned too, opening up new dealerships and getting into spaces where Anlin hasn't been. It's a great way for them to get really familiar and acquainted with the products.
Yep, we're creating the brand out there as we speak. So this is a valuable tool for me to to be able to introduce to them.
Well, that's awesome. So one of the features that we can do on that is we can have contests too. So you can set people up so that they can compete with each other to see who gets the most classes or the most certifications. So you could have a lot of fun with that.
I hadn't thought of that, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, whoever has the most classes by the time I'm back here next gets lunch on me or whatever. You can do fun things like that. Well, we're excited to be able to launch that for you guys. And it's been awesome. As soon as we found out that we acquired Anlin and looked at the map and said, oh, you guys are right next door to Sequoia and Yosemite. Like, when are we going to Anlin? So it's been really fun for us to be out here this week, and I'm going to be hiking the next 3 days. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we cover some beautiful ground here.
Yeah. No, California is a beautiful space. So anyway, Larry, thank you for taking the time today. Is there anything else you want to add?
Like I said, very excited to be a part of this team and be a part of the PGTI company. And, I just look forward to helping Anlin grow this company into, I know, the vision that Jeff has for it. And that's exciting to me, starting from ground level and building it up. So, just looking forward to that, continuing that growth.
Yeah, well, you've got a great product. We toured the floor yesterday and saw some of the amazing processes that you guys put into play here, which is different, obviously, than a Florida product, even though it's vinyl. PGT offers vinyl and aluminum, and we're right there at the plant. So it's just cool to walk around and see some of the similarities, but also some of the differences. And it's very impressive, and love the people here. Everybody's got great attitudes. And so it's been a really amazing experience to be here.
Yeah, that and what you saw out there was one of the things that convinced me to make a change from the company I was previously at to Anlin. Was I just saw the attention to detail on the floor, the interaction with the plant manager, Mike Roy, and just the people here are just, as we like to say, salt of the earth. And it's very refreshing. And I have no regrets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for making the drive over today to record with us. And we look forward to connecting. And any feedback you have on the university content, the product content, reach out, let us know, and we'll add to it. We'll correct it. Whatever needs to happen, we're happy to help.
Will do.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you, Larry. Have a great day.
Thank you, Sherry.
All right. Take care. Be sure to tune in for upcoming episodes to help you understand the fenestration industry, what you need to know when buying windows and doors, and other related topics. You can find out more about us at pgtiuniversity.com. You can also find us on Facebook and LinkedIn.